Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special non-campaign episode, a little AMA/Q&A thing of Montishila, covering the first year, 2 acts, kind of first arc, 2 out of 6 arcs, ramble. But I'm just here as your Dungeon Master, Trevyn June, joined with my players Alyssa Bartos,
Howdy.
Zachary Honore,
Hello, hello.
Gordon Pavlot, and Caleb Went.
Hola.
Giving them an opportunity to ask me a few questions as we just concluded that huge climb in this story. So, I guess I'll open up with my own question. How are y'all feeling about this? How are you feeling about where your characters are at, where the story's at?
I'm just interested to see where it's going to go from here.
Yeah, it's definitely been a roller coaster for sure.
It's cool seeing how we're all growing in different ways and like branch out into different classes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Alyssa, how are you thinking our little chaos gremlin feeling?
He's still being chaotic, but now there's just a lot happening.
Yeah, that's fair. A lot has happened, not only in the first year before the final, but also in just this summer semester that y'all have had as well. But I guess I'll open the table to any questions y'all might have for me about just this world / multiverse as a whole, because fun fact for the audience, as hinted at in some of the episodes and also the one-shots that are released before this, that this isn't our first campaign we've played with, and also not the first world where we've been a part of. We have hinted at Montichila's connections with Nulra and in this entire Chaos verse, so yeah, I mean, ask away, I guess.
Beach episode, when is it happening?
If you, with heavy convincing, I might do a beach episode before we kick off second year. Maybe not.
Like I said, we could take a leave for a little bit. We deserve a break.
I would legit not know what to do with.
We go to Nem's house.
Yeah. I'm not sure they'd like you there.
It don't matter. Nem invited us.
I'm bringing my horse. That's for damn sure.
They're probably a bit of an equestrian higher class fam.
I have.
Yeah.
I don't like horses.
Nem's dad has definitely gambled on a couple horse races. Yeah.
That's how we found our fortune. I'm kidding.
Most definitely not. It was definitely through some
It was
arcane discovery.
Yeah, my whole family's all wizards, so.
And you're a sorcerer.
Yep. Don't know why that happened.
Yes, your dragonborn wizarding family. Wondering how they got a kobold sorcerer.
I'm not a kobold.
He's a tiny dragon.
I'm a tiny dragonborn.
More like a tiny lizard man.
I just haven't had a growth spurt.
Yeah.
In like
Yeah.
8 years.
Yeah.
I am small.
Yes. So
I am small but mighty.
Maybe we'll get a beach episode one day.
maybe.
Are we gonna do our other one shot with our Montishila characters again? Because we left off in a
You mean your
crazy
Nora
spot.
characters?
Nura characters. There's
Yeah.
a lot.
I mean,
I have Montishila notes in front of me,
Yeah.
which isn't helping.
potentially with your Nora characters, I feel like where we left off was a decent spot before the War of Chaos verse, which will be all these stories' grand finale, Nora characters, Montishila characters, and plugging a third campaign we have planned, The Raven's Eye, which will also be a campaign we do before we enter the war arc.
So when are we seeing those?
The Raven's Eye, we've done a couple introductory one-shots. Famously, you and Zach's character is sort of what we name sort of these stories after the hemoglobin characters. But that setting will be More espionage, more secret society esque.
You're also a cleric in that one.
Yes.
And I'm
We have
also
2
a
blood hunters and 2 clerics in that little
Because I
campaign.
just randomly grabbed a character that I had on hand.
Yep.
That's the one I have Corbillius,
Could I go
Yes.
back and multi-class that one?
You could
possibly?
absolutely do that.
Okay.
I'm multi-classing currently.
Yeah.
I'm a hex
Y'all will
blade.
be level 5 when
Blood
that
hunter.
starts, but
I'm multi-classing right
Yeah.
now.
Would that mean I can level him up right now?
Not while we're in the middle of our. Oh no, we're already level 5.
No,
I don't think
I've got. Oh yeah, because I've got 1 level of warlock.
Yeah.
No, my max level says I'm 4.
Yeah.
Not my
Not a-
combined.
not
not
100%,
separated.
but
Yeah, I'm 2 and 2 right now.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just a 4.
Yeah.
Although
You'll you can upgrade those characters to 5
I
whenever
forget
you feel
how
like
many
it, but
advantages I have. Holy shit.
blood hunters are kind of busted.
God damn.
But Gordon, Godot's been going through the arena.
Oh,
How how you feeling about how this story's shaping up? Because you surprisingly, especially in Nulra, sort of took, I ain't gonna lie, sort of took a back seat story-wise with, frick, why am I blanking on his name?
Oh, I think it's Laertes.
Laertes, he went by an alias though.
Oh,
Barthen.
Barthen. Yeah. Barthen.
Yeah, Barthen was very much a be the tank of the party, take a backseat guy. But with Godot, you are up front in a lot of different story arcs, and
He just wants power.
that's fair. But how has sort of, I guess I should also ask this question: how does being on mic feel different to y'all than it did in Nulra, where it was just we could piz around as much as we want, basically F around?
It's hard because we still do that. We still do a majority of pissing around.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like no different, but
I think it's there's the difference of like, I think it's after we say something stupid or like, damn, somebody's listening to this.
Yeah.
Somebody has to hear the stupidity that we reach on an average
I
day.
don't really care because everything I say is questionable.
I always just think after, I'm just like, damn, I really said that. Or like,
You-
damn, I really
You said
did
that for the world to hear.
Yeah.
honestly, I don't remember anything I've said in the past episode. So,
Well, yeah, going back on that Barthen thing, because of that, like, I haven't been able to have remembrance of anything.
I have key moments from...
Which is why I flip-flop a lot.
I have key moments from when we did Nora.
I
I have those,
Nero's
but other
the
than
most
that, I don't
noted.
have, like, what I said down.
Yes.
I have some.
Yeah. Yes. Alyssa, being a wonderful player, actually started a character journal of her Nor character, Layla. But speaking of telling a good story, that segues well into another question I want to ask is, how does this style of storytelling, not being in a castle, not being government officials, but being students, and also the addition of the mics being on, do you feel like the storytelling that I sort of give has changed a little bit based off of the setting, based off of the
Yes.
characters?
Very.
Yeah.
Nira was just adult trauma. Love lives were very introduced because you were doing. You had the princess. I had Kyson. You were just.
I had my
you.
kid.
There.
Yeah. And then he
Wait,
had.
Yarmin.
Oh, no.
We
I had
also
my
had the closer relationships where he had his dad and him being a villain, and I had like my
I had to
aunt.
execute my own
He
father.
killed his own father.
Twice.
It was a lot more backhand playing too. A lot more like separate interactions.
I feel like a student in this one.
This one I
Like,
feel very young.
You can't do anything
The other
without
one was
people
like, you're
being
an
like, what are
adult.
you doing?
What are you doing in the forbidden section?
So is that a bad thing or a good thing about feeling like a student?
No, it's good.
It's good that you can balance here's an adult human people in our like campaign. And we are teenagers that just have no idea what's happening in college.
But yeah, I mean, that doesn't come without your backstory experiences. Like, first you have the Beast, which, speaking of that, how do you feel about that entire mechanic, actually? Those story beats.
I'm
Also-
a fan
I'll
of.
also open that question to the entire party as well. The story beats of Fur's Beast and everything. How does that story beat affect y'all's character choices as well?
I love the Beast. The Beast is my favorite.
I kind of want to see more of the beasting out.
I don't. I died.
Yeah, well, we've seen him do a lot, and that's not the issue. Like, I never had that. I'm always just more and more curious on what's happening.
I don't know where I don't know anything about
All
him
we know
other
is it's
than
like some
he's
sort
just
of
there.
wraith that's possessing you. When we talked into everything, that's what I have like written down, recorded.
Yeah.
I want to know what's happening with it.
All I know is that he's called the Wraith. So.
Yeah. But a more recent possession story arc as well. Nem with Gabby having a whole godly companion by her side.
You know what?
It's just-
Historically, I think this was the first character of Alyssa's with nothing in their head,
I
and now
had
they have something.
Nothing. I had gone through so many campaigns and there's something, and now I have to wait for the next with the crow with the eye, whatever.
Raven's Eye.
The Raven's Eye, until I have fucking nothing in my head, because I always use magic users, and that was the excuse you gave me.
I do have a question for you.
Yo.
What inspired your band list?
So, to clarify for the people listening, the band list I have is, I am a DM that just insta-bans Warforged. I'm sorry to all the Warforged players out there. As a storyteller, I just don't feel like there's a lot there. I do not ban autognomes, though, oddly enough, because autognomes do have backstory elements of how they were crafted. They have to be crafted specifically by a gnome. But the ban list Caleb is talking about is what I refer to as the class ban list, where after you play a class in one of my campaigns, I say you cannot play that class in any of the following campaigns that are involved in the overarching story. So, like, the classes they played in Nulra, like, Caleb played a rogue.
I miss my rogue so much.
I know you do, but he is not allowed to play a rogue again until the Chaosverse story is over. But what sort of inspired that was sort of just watching actual plays like Critical Role, where they don't do this exactly, but they made the personal choice of trying to play different character types. I wanted to emanate that by sort of forcing it upon you, because Caleb, you are very much a rogue main. Given the option to play rogue, you are going to play rogue.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted everyone to sort of leave a little bit of their comfort zone. Like, Go-Go doesn't usually play spellcasters. The ban list prompted him to check out spellcasters. Eventually, Alyssa, being a spellcaster main, will hit a point where she cannot play a spellcasty class.
I got 2 more, maybe.
Yes, but the thing with that also is, we will be leaving D&D 5e in the realm of Chaosverse. So another reason why I did the ban list also is to prompt what sort of archetypes you might like in different RPGs. Like, I plan on bringing Starfinder to this podcast. I plan on bringing City of Mist. We've experimented a little bit with World of Darkness, with Vampire the Masquerade. And I want to bring different systems to this podcast. D&D is a game that you're able to see what sort of TTRPG archetypes you like. And using that as a storyteller that plans on bringing different systems, I'm able to bring that in to able to help you put perspective on archetypes of different TTRPGs. Like, I also plan on bringing Star Wars D&D 5th edition skin to this podcast also, but with the knowledge you have of other D&D classes, that'll help translate to it in a Star Wars skin as well. Sort of makes sense?
I'm gonna be a droid.
I'm excited for Star Wars.
I wanna be a
My
Sith.
buddy plays them.
A Sith Lord.
Because, you know what I mean? What we have Demon Slayer. We have a lot of upcoming ones.
Yes.
You're
I have a whole notebook page of plans for this podcast, but I have my ADHD and TISM is a weird thing where like my brain goes 100 miles an hour, and the way to calm it down and put things in perspective is either through card games, TCGs, or putting down stories. Like, not all my stories will be turned into TTRPGs. Some of them I do plan on writing down as little
And-
novelettes or
And
short stories or some possibly full-blown novels, but it's just something I enjoy. And the ones I do turn into TTRPGs are because I know I can't do the story justice sometimes without the help of others. And that's why I push it onto y'all to be like, hey, little help here. And you all do a fantastic job. You all are a blast to play with.
Almost fail.
I love our group.
Yeah.
Don't fall.
Yeah, but
Tipper,
you know,
chair tipper.
I guess another question I have for y'all is, where do you all see, I guess we'll discuss both your Montishila and your Nulra characters right now. Where do you all see them plan on going from here? Like, we've done those couple post Nulra leading into War of Chaos verse one-shots. We are now, you all have finished your first year of Montishila as well. Where do you see both those characters going?
Death.
You don't feel dark mode.
No, more seriously.
It's hard because there's so much happening that you think you have a plan, and then Trevyn goes and then he just throws a hammer at you.
I mean, one of the perfect examples is you brought up Kyson earlier, but Kyson was the love interest in Nulra. I took him.
You
Your
took
parents.
my parents, you took my boyfriend, you took my child, you took my friends.
All in the span of 2 sessions.
Yeah. Everything. And then you put me at the head of the crown. And then I
Yep.
basically
You
was
were
type
the-
queen. And I was like,
You were the.
I think I was a queen for like a week.
You were.
Wouldn't that be like a queen regent?
Yeah, you
I
were
was a
Queen Regent
for, like,
because.
a week.
Because Queen Cassandra was deemed missing after the dragon god
And I
attack.
was the head of.
Our school.
I was head of the school.
Yes.
And
Archmagus.
yeah, I was the Archmagus, so I took
Many,
head.
as I mentioned, many governmental roles thrust upon that party, but now y'all are just a bunch of dumb college kids.
Wow.
Not dumb anymore.
I'm
Stress.
not just a college kid because
We're
I pay.
Good thing
You
the
were-
ghost is white because he
Okay,
would
you
be
have a
gray if he was a
full
human.
scholarship
just say
ride,
that right
but
now.
you still have to clean.
Now I have
It's-
more
I mean,
jobs.
so stressed.
Well,
I'm part faculty, damn it. I'm not just no
yeah,
damn
you're
student.
faculty now.
You are student employee, not quite faculty, but
You're a student employee.
I'll get my way.
You
there.
technically don't have to clean because he gave you a full ride.
No, I'm doing it. I gotta
But
rack
you
up for
need
my
it-
next
he
semester.
needs to pay for his first year, and full ride is only guaranteed
Yeah.
for next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you need. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got some back pay from
But
year
we need
one.
it so we can investigate places.
Yes, it was a subtle hint at that, but
We need to find out what happened before.
Good thing I have
this.
plus 11 in investigation now.
yeah, Forcus wasn't there
Where's the
during the
plus
summer semester,
7-11.
Now
You
every all
at
the
home.
students come back, so now we actually get to like go and see everybody.
but yeah.
But
His madness shall slowly fall.
But how often our third year is going to be on campus?
Hmm?
How
For-
often our third year is going to be on
they have
campus?
to be on campus.
Forcus and your other roommate Braxiel are actually entering their 4th year too.
even
Well,
worse.
they basically are like teacher heads in the Warlock Tower,
Mm-hmm.
and they
Braxiel is a fellow wild magic sorcerer.
Yeah.
Remember?
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, one of my roommates is a wild mage.
If he finds out the type of wild that I am, I think that would be wild.
You can probably train you on how to control it and like probably
No.
shoot it off in distances.
It's too late for me. Gabby has me.
I'm a lost cause.
Gabby has me now.
Yeah.
I was an okay wild mage.
But I brought
And now
up trying
I'm
out different
crazy.
character archetypes as well. You all definitely are branching out into different character archetypes, just being in the DM seat, seeing how y'all have grown as players. Like, Ashen and Ghost, Caleb, definitely have their similarities, but like, Ashen was very much more serious, more get down to business. Ghost is there for a fun time.
Ghost is hip fire and cowboy.
Yeah, so initially, my character was going to be a bard because I came into this one saying I don't want to have a big part in the story. I just want to have fun.
Yeah.
And then I changed them to an artificer.
Yes.
I was supposed
But-
to be a rogue
Yeah.
for this
Mm.
one.
You did bring up the character concept of whatever this world's version of SoundCloud rapper is.
Yeah, but then
But-
you were like, I
but
want
then-
you to freestyle, and I was like, nope.
Yep. I was like, if you're playing a bard, you gotta hit some actual lyrics.
Nope.
Were
And
you
that is
always
why
going to be
when
a
I play a
monk?
bard, it's gonna be miming.
No, I originally was
I'm
gonna
gonna
pick Warlock,
pull a gun out of a.
but now
invisible hat.
multiclassed into their thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, now you have 3 things. So now it's more 3 things off your ban list.
Yeah.
So now you can't play those 3 things.
I have only like spellcaster types plus a barbarian left.
Yeah. You do still have paladin left since you reverted
And
that.
were
Oh,
you
yeah.
were always going to be, for,
You were
right?
Zach was actually originally gonna be a druid with a similar character concept.
No, I was gonna be a life cleric
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
with
Surprise! No natural healers in the party,
Yeah.
I was
which
gonna be
has
a life
led
cleric
to a
'cause I was
bunch
like,
of
I wanna-
interesting story beats.
I want to be able to keep these guys alive for as long as possible. But then I was thinking, I'm just gonna burn through spell slots because these guys do stupid shit
This
all
is
the time.
So dumb.
So I'd rather
Be something that does all the
swap
damage.
to
Yeah.
tanks because I have over 100 health now
Mhm.
Yeah.
at level 9. So
He's been our tank throughout this entire. Our dangerous tank. Our glass cannon.
I really want to
Say.
play a barbarian and something, but I just don't know where.
there's a new subclass I think you'd like. It's literally Path of the Giant. When
Oh,
you
no.
rage, you
I've
grow
talked
like
to
Hulk.
Trevyn. I just very much just want to play a Karlak build.
Yeah.
Oh,
But,
Tiefling Barbarian.
Yeah.
I have that digital.
Yeah, you've got the stat sheet.
Yeah, I got the
Yeah.
stat sheet, so I'm gonna just copy it over.
Yeah.
And see how she levels
Um,
up and follow it there.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess in terms of Alyssa, it's almost night and day between Layla and Nemsters.
Well,
They remind me
Layla had to be serious.
kind of each other.
Yeah.
In
And
some
They have their
aspects.
She had to be
antics.
adulty. I'm always chaotic though.
Yes.
I wanted. Well, first he was gonna be the rogue, which was he was gonna be like the little emo. My family hates me. It's not a phase. And then I was like, this is like,
Dragonborn.
yeah. It was like it was a whole thing.
The bastard lizard.
Yeah. And then I was like, this is my last chance to play my favorite class before the war. So I
Before we're
decided-
locked into things.
Yeah, and I was like, I really want to play a sorcerer.
Like that's kind of.
And then you're also getting told you'll be level 20 at the war. And then you think, what do I want to play at level 20? Because it's not often that a person gets to play level 20 ever in D&D.
It's kind of my regret picking
A rogue
Blood
class.
Hunter?
Oh.
because Zach and I came up with the idea of it would be very funny to have two twin blood hunters,
But we didn't.
With the
think
play
we
on
were
the
gonna
name.
be-
but we
These
didn't think that
were-
it was going to be part of
The
everything.
multiversal campaigns.
So I was like, okay, this would just be a funny character to do. And then it got pushed into it, and I was like, oh, I could have been a barbarian.
I've got my a fighter built for something. It's an Echo
What?
Knight. Actually, it's a Rune Knight.
Yeah, it changed
an
your
Earth Genasi
decision
rune then.
going into it. Like, it changed what we wanted because we knew this was going to be our ending.
Mhm. Well, the cool thing is, he said we get to choose what character we wish to play
Yeah.
as.
Yes.
Are we going to bounce between, or is it one and done?
Certain stories and certain missions you might switch characters, but
And I think that would be cool.
That would be
Yeah.
exciting. I don't think I'd want to just play only Layla again and not
Yeah.
have that opportunity for the Chaos Nem.
Mhm.
For the chaos. In that
He's
sense.
way more chaos. He's literally supposed to be a ball of chaos. Is his entire
Oh,
thing.
and I cannot wait till you guys
He's a wild
experience more of hemoglobin, because
Oh.
that dynamic is
Dude,
just
I get to
so
finally
good.
actually use sneaks.
The
My
twins.
dad.
You actually
Twins.
get to meet the other Claire.
I need to
because
meet him.
Alyssa and Gordon's characters haven't met yet.
I literally
Yeah.
showed up on a beach, was there for 20 minutes, crit
Yeah.
a guy with 2 rocks,
yeah.
and then I was done.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, a little funny hint also at sort of the world building thing. I started writing Montishila before I started writing Nulra.
Mm-hmm.
Montishila I wrote in high school. Nulra I wrote while I was on my mission, and like everything after Act 1 of Nulra as well, I wrote as we were moving along. Like, Act 1 was supposed to be a murder mystery where you go around the entire country. Y'all solved it within 3 sessions.
We did solve. Well, we went the entire wrong direction first, then
then
we
solved
solved it right
Yes.
after. We accidentally stumbled into it, I think.
But then it led into this multiverse thing, which I didn't initially plan. I thought all my worlds were going to be disconnected, but then I saw parallels, I saw opportunity, and then was just like, screw it, multiverse. And then I saw a concept of a thing that could kill a god off someone commenting how broken the chill touch cantrip is, and I was like, what if someone made that stronger?
I think for this one, at least for me, the ley lines were so much more
It's
of
little
a
fireball.
more tangible thing to grasp and understand
Then this has been.
than this.
Than the omen paths?
Mm-hmm.
Which is basically like, oh my god, I'm trying to think of a best. It's like we're getting a map of just different portals between different worlds, and now we just have to figure it out.
I think of it like this. So in Tears of the Kingdom, there is a feature where you can witness exactly where you've moved on the map. And I feel like we're coming
That's
into it
incredible.
just witnessing where someone who has completed the game, we're just watching their steps. It feels like we're just we're just following what we're supposed to.
Yeah.
With the ley lines, it was easier to, okay, we need to go do that, so we're going to go do that. And then we need to deal with them, so we're going to go deal with them.
3.
Mm-hmm.
This, it was more figuring out what to do.
Ley
This
lines
is
felt
very
more
nice.
personal in the world of Nulra.
Mm-hmm.
This
The
is-
omen paths are a whole multiversal threat.
Yeah.
You moved from city level to Avenger level in the blink of an eye.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Slow down, Terry.
Slow down!
Yeah, but no. And any other questions for me? Cause
With
We heard you.
hemoglobin in the espionage
yeah,
campaign, what? I'm just trying to think of like future aspects with in that campaign detail wise, but like, cause I'm trying to decide on an order for my blood hunter, and I am very conflicted.
yeah. So
What kind of? Because they're all. It's like an old school ranger where you have to specify an enemy, but if I gamble and I never see an undead the entire way through, then there's
I
wasted a
would
whole
order the
class
profane,
feature.
I think.
yeah, you're profane soul for the warlockiness.
And I'm already a Hexblade Warlock multi-class, so I would be a waste to...
I will give the hint of the Raven's Eye will be based off of. So the whole concept of Raven's Eye is you are contracted by an ancient society that was formed after both the princes went missing. So another thing about the types of enemies I have planned for you to face with additional enemies being added as your backstories come to fruition a little bit as well, is that you all will be fighting broken pieces of that world's zodiac, the spiritual embodiments of that world's zodiac.
That's crazy.
Cool.
Go
I'm
to
excited.
Do you have any holiday themed one shots coming up?
I said, do we want
So-
holiday themed one shots?
so when we first started this business,
right next to the mic.
me and Caleb kind of agreed that as he is the bigger horror buff, that if we want to do any Halloween themed things, he'd probably take care of that.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
For like
holidays.
but for like Christmas, Thanksgiving stuff, maybe. I don't have it in the cards right now, but maybe in the future when we get more of the Chaosverse stuff under our boot and other worlds started, like I'd be down for like different holiday themed one shots, but some of them I might take the player seat instead, some of them I might stay in the DM seat. More business planning.
Well, we do technically have our April Fool's Day one.
Oh, what is that?
Yeah.
Barthen games.
The good old Barthen
Oh.
games.
Barthen games.
I wouldn't be against
But
a Christmas, or I could run a Christmas.
I like Christmas.
And again, I hint at me taking the player seat. I mentioned Zach has a Demon Slayer campaign he's writing up. Alyssa has a whole pirate setting she's also writing up. Caleb has been trying to co-write a horror-themed campaign with me. And Gordon has also taken the DM seat quite a few times, actually. Yeah. But...
And I'm waiting for the day I get to play with Trevyn finally.
Player and player.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pirate.
I want to play with him. No pause.
I feel like it's gonna
I
be
wanna
chaos.
be-
He's trying to diddy you.
I'm done the dum diddly diddly.
But any
Pirate.
but any
Only
other
a paladin,
questions?
free pirate.
Paladin.
I think that's it for me. One question actually. What classes would you like to see us play?
That's a good one.
Oh, that's a good question, actually.
/roles.
Oh, shoot. I'll go with both class and character archetype because they kind of fit together. And I'll go around the room, I guess. Caleb, I ain't gonna lie, I would love to see your take on a paladin, actually.
Oh god.
Just like a soldier-esque character, because while being sort of government involved, a lot of the characters I've seen you play, even with that involvement, have been more espionage-esque. Ashen, for example, was a spy in the royal courts for some time, and with Ghost, you're just gunslinging man. I do kind of want to see you in a different, still sort of get down to business style, but a different style of it, where you're more rule following, you're more by the book kind of guy. But I just want to see your take as that. As someone who's a wrestling fan, you have mentioned how you love fantasy booking stuff, and I want to see, your take on how you might take that idea mindset into TTRPG standpoint, in the sense of a player. As a DM, that role's kind of easy, but seeing more of those wrestling fan elements in player standpoint of fantasy book and stuff. That'd be interesting on how you bring sort of that style of role playing into this light. For Gordon, low key, so Layla is of a homebrew class for the listeners of a witch. I kind of want to see Gordon tackle that, I ain't gonna lie. Gordon is a martial class main for sure, but he does it in a way that still makes them interesting while being both backseat, while sort of being passenger seat driving in the story. Both Barthen and Gadot have not necessarily driver's seat, while Gadot is taking more of a driver's seat in some of these later arcs, but he started off very much as more of a passenger seat. You're very much, both Barthen and Gadot started off very much as protect the centerpiece of the story, as some would call it. Like, with Barthen, it was protect Layla. With Gadot, it was keep an eye on Fur and do some investigation stuff. But I want to see you be that more I need protecting archetype as well. And which is very easy to jump into that archetype as well. With Zach, I want to see you build something that's definitely not that optimal. I want to see you play the goofy bard. Because that's the thing with you is you, even in BG3 and in the TTRPG space, you play characters that are good at the thing they do. I want to see you.
I specialize.
Yes.
I make specialization.
I want to see you play a character that's pure purpose is I want to goof off. A bard. You kind of do goof off a little bit with Globin and the hemoglobin half, but he's still very much.
Bonk pretty damn hard.
You still bonk pretty dang hard. That's not to say that they can't be good at their class features, but I just want to see you take that more. I'm here for the fun time, not necessarily the combat-centric stuff.
Because if you want me to make chaos of the battlefield, I'll make chaos of the battlefield.
And with Alyssa...
Even as a bard.
Alyssa, you're in a similar vein as Caleb, but for different reasons. I want to see you play that... sort of that soldier-esque character. No, not really, because you're kind of doing that with Sneaks a little bit.
Sneaks will be a soldier.
Yeah, and I've seen a little bit of Sneaks already. I want to see you kind of take more of an observer role. More like kind of what Ghost is in this campaign, kind of what Barthen and Darby are in Nulra, sort of just the witnessing these dramatic events and not knowing what the F is going on. Because that's something on my part as a DM. You and your parts as a player, you make and write up characters that I just immediately draw to as you will have probably a decently big story portion. But
the backstories, I guess.
They're too good to not be main characters.
I know. That would have been his old rogue would have been perfect, and not been in this stuff.
But yeah, I would love to see you. But you're still our note taker, you're still our best person keeping track of story beats. But that's kind of another reason why I want to see you in that observant role of just
journalist.
Watching things happen.
I'm gonna play an actual journalist next. Actually, thank you.
Yeah. But yeah. Any other questions?
What's next?
What's next?
What
well,
is next?
In terms of Montishila, you are entering your second year. There are still many loose ends, the biggest one being who tampered with the summoning circle. Who's all on Chrissy's side on campus, because you know people who are on Allie's side, who's all are there any members of the student body or faculty that are on Chrissy's side? That's another huge plot hook. What the heck is the beast that is in fur? Why the heck did Gabby answer the possession call of the Blood Witches? Will Ghost ever bring his horse into a combat?
No.
He made
Or
of
his
that.
Eldritch turret.
Probably not.
Caleb, all I'm saying is it's small enough to fit on your shoulder like a little
But he's
predator blaster.
He's small.
It is tiny.
He needs a horse.
You could be driving your horse, like, drive by.
He doesn't want Apple to
Or,
die.
like,
So
Apple could have like a laser sharp
I
mouth.
do.
Yeah.
I have that for Apple. It's just I don't want Apple to die.
because we've already seen
But-
all of us get down.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
We've seen how I reacted when Godot accidentally tackled Apple. I walked up to him getting jumped and I said, "Get him! He hurt my horse!"
I did jump you. I helped you get caught.
Yeah.
I
But
would have escaped if it wasn't for you.
yeah,
medical kids.
another thing in
And
terms
that
of
damn horse.
yeah, but another terms of what's next for after Montishila is, as I mentioned, the Raven's Eye. Then we jump into the war arc, and I have mentioned how the war arc is not the end of the Chaosverse saga. There will be what I'm calling the invasion arc and also the aftermath arc. I have spent decent bit of time coming up with stories. I am so happy to share them.
Are
all
there
with-
gonna be new characters that we play in the Chaosverse?
Yes, after the war arc, you will return to new OCs.
Ooh.
Yes,
Um,
but for 3 of you, we already know your OCs because of our test drives in Vampire the Masquerade.
I like it. I'm okay with mine. Even though he's so fucking
I
ugly.
will-
God damn
I
it.
will- I will allow some changes in that.
I need major fucking changes, bro.
Yeah,
do you not like your? What did you wait?
when we get closer to that, we'll
I don't
talk.
like Vampire the Masquerade.
Yeah. When we get closer to it, we will talk about it. But yeah, I'm ecstatic for being able to tell this story with y'all. Y'all are some of my best friends, and it has been an amazing time so far. Just spewing out my nonsense and you being like, "This is awesome."
Mm-hmm.
But I guess my final question is, are you ready for all this?
No, we're never.
Yeah.
I've never been ready for any of his stuff.
Who? Trevyn?
That's fair.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I've never been
Yeah.
ready for anything. I've had too much.
I'm gonna take it one character sheet at a time.
Yeah,
That's fair.
baby.
And for Nulra, for some characters, one text chain at a time.
And for Zach, quite literally one character sheet at a time, seeing as he has like 100
376.
just stored, so he has them waiting.
Some of those concepts probably could be translated into other systems
Can
as
we
well.
roll the 376 and then see what number it lands on, and then that's the one you have to play with.
Let's put them in the wheel.
That's gonna be a long ass fucking
That's
wait.
gonna take me forever to pull
Type
them
in.
because I need to physically make their sheets. I have their like
Classes.
their ideas,
Concepts.
their concepts. I don't have them built physically.
Yeah,
I have 376 concepts.
yeah. Yes. But
I
This-
do
this was fun, guys. Looking back at stuff, I do plan on doing this at the end of Act 4 when we officially conclude Year 2. But this was a fun one, just reminiscing over what's already going on. But that's for probably another 15 some odd episodes later. I feel like Year 1 will definitely be the longest arc.
I
Year
stretch my hips.
Year
Sorry.
2 and 3. Year 3 might be around the same length, but Year 2 will definitely be shorter. Year 3 might be a little longer because it also includes the off-campus arc.
Let's go beach episode!
I don't count that
going
as a
to
beach
the
episode.
mansion. We're going to
without the
mansion.
safety of Doomwood.
We're going to hell. We're going to hell.
Doomblood is the most
because I have the demon soul.
inefficient
We're going to hell.
person I've ever
We're
seen at
going
their
to
job.
hell.
He's got a lot of things to deal with as Vice Dean.
I
Cut
have
him
a
some
lot
slack.
of paperwork.
I
both my
died.
Apparently, we caused the paperwork for him.
Okay.
Most of
but
the time, yeah.
We died.
We're federal criminals.
We're federal
Correction.
criminals.
You are.
We're not federal criminals
You've-
anymore.
You've been
You've
pardoned.
We got
but
pardoned.
You were federal.
I'm always a federal criminal. You met Layla.
True.
Yes,
Fireball,
but anyway,
fireball.
You
would-
give
Fireball.
fireball to somebody.
I would.
You're a federal criminal. Fireball makes criminals. How about that?
That's a fair statement. But anyways,
Fireball.
this was a fun time. Thank you all so much for joining this little Q&A AMA.
They can make
Thing
more
yet.
questions and we
Yes,
can
put-
answer them.
Yes, put questions down in the comments. I'll try to answer some directed towards me if they're directed to the players. Y'all should answer them, but anything about the world building or anything about the Chaosverse in general, I will be happy to answer down in the comments. But thank you so much all for joining this little tiny video. Not necessarily tiny, it's about 48 minutes, but compared to our session videos, this is tiny. But thank you all for joining. I have been sort of the MC and usually your dungeon master and host, Trevyn. June joined with me are the players, which were the subject of this video: Alyssa Bartos,
Fireball makes criminals.
Zachary Honore,
Big bunk. Go Burr.
Gordon Pavlet,
Mm-hmm.
and Caleb Went.
What it do?
Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you in the next arc.